Thank you all for participating. Today's discussion centers on one question. What should the government's role be in vaccinations? Ron, I'd like to start with you.
I want to be clear from the start. I do not oppose vaccines. If I were still practicing medicine, I would encourage patients to consider vaccination carefully. What I oppose is the government forcing medical decisions on individuals or parents.
Once the government claims that authority, there is no clear limit to how far it can extend its power to personal healthcare decisions.
Stephen, how do you respond to that concern?
I appreciate Ron making the distinction. This debate is not about rejecting science. My concern is the real-world impact on people who cannot protect themselves through vaccination.
Because of compromised immune systems, people like me depend on herd immunity. When vaccination rates are high, vulnerable individuals are protected not by choice but through community action.
Ron, how does herd immunity change your view of the government's role?
Protecting the immunocompromised absolutely matters, and I acknowledge that reality.
Stephen, is that fear of government overreach valid?
It is a legitimate concern, and government authority should always be questioned.
However, the absence of mandates has consequences. As vaccination rates decline, diseases once under control, like measles and whooping cough, return. Before vaccinations, hundreds of Americans died each year from these illnesses.
Ron, what about the argument that mandates prevent the preventable deaths?
The problem is that mandates are not always guided purely by science.
Each mandate vaccine takes a succession type political influence and corporate lobbying and private medical judgment that erodes public trust and fuels vaccine resistance.
Stephen, how do you respond to concerns about trust and political influence?
Public trust is essential. Fear and misinformation have already led to a drop in vaccination rates.
Still, vaccination is not only an individual choice, it is a shared responsibility. Society already limits individual freedom when public safety is at risk.
I can understand both sides. I realize now that my initial fears of vaccines are well justified. However, the risks of not getting vaccinated are just as dangerous. I would be open to getting my children vaccinated, though I will continue to be cautious of enforced vaccinations.